Hey guys, how you doing? This is Carlo from Contactpoint, and today I'm going to walk you through on how you can set up your calendar for yourself and for your team with the CRM. So to get started, we go to calendars that's found on the left-hand side of the menu, and from here you go to calendar settings, and from here you have an option to select what calendar type you're going to use for your campaigns. Now, for single users, you can do a simple calendar, or we could do a round robin if you have two or more people working your campaigns. My big suggestion would be using a round robin, regardless if you're using this by yourself or if you have several team members, because it's much more easier to build and it's not that complex. So, what we have here, let's say, put a calendar name, let's say calendar for contact point. Then you can select whatever team member based on the drop down here. So, I only have one, that's myself. Then we can put a custom URL. Let's say calendar booking. This will work like a slug. And then you can decide how long or what's going to be the duration of that meeting. Make sure to block off the availability and your hours to it. And before you click on confirm, make sure to select on advanced settings first. Please do not confirm until you go through this step. And from here, this is where we add more information and integrate a few workflows or automations. So let's say for meeting details, let's say let me upload and use this file. And then you decide, I know it's kind of crooked or I need to change the sizes or the formatting or this one. But for calendar name, yep, you have to update this and put a simple description. Simple calendar for contact point clients. Then you leave this, say for a group, if you have a group calendar with your company, you can use that as well. And then a custom URL. And here, this is where custom fields or values would come to play. Let's say I'll put here contact name and then contact point meeting or whatever entries here, or you can add more custom fields. Let's say if it's for a realtor or for a property owner, probably you'd want to use the custom fields for contact name and then hyphen, and then you can use what was the other one again? You could use listing property address or property address contact property. So whatever kind of custom fields you want to add here. Okay. So you can view the custom fields on the left hand side and then you can just copy paste that. And then from here, if you have multiple team members, you can do optimize for availability, whichever. I mean, it would automatically select depending on um, who has more slots or availability with their schedule. Make sure that before you go through this process here, if you choose a round robin, that every user in their account has their calendar synced with the CRM. You can do that by going to settings and then go to my profile and make sure that those team members or users that will participate on this calendar setting have their email synced. We also have the option here to optimize for equal distribution. Like you can decide like how frequent they have priority or how frequent they receive meetings or for any kind of appointment bookings. And then make sure also when you go to this part or custom that you choose what platform where you guys would be meeting with your clients, whether it's via Zoom, Google Meet, or it's going to be a quick phone call or a physical visit with a full address. And then make sure to put here the meeting location. So this could be your Google Calendar link. Make sure that it's open to public and it's shareable. Same with what you have with Outlook or Microsoft 365. Okay. So once you're done with that here, you can just click on save and it will move to the next part of the entries. It's going to go for availability. Make sure you select the proper time just to avoid any double bookings. And from here, you can decide like what's the meeting intervals, the duration, scheduling notice. Let's say I want to have it 1 day at least, or date range. Let's say I want them to view my calendars for the next 16 days. How many bookings per day? Let's say I'm good for five. And how many bookings per slot? Let's say per user, we can have one or two. And pre-buffer time is to say like how many minutes you can give yourself like an allowance before you take on any kind of meeting, and then post buffer time for like 30 minutes in there. So click on save. The next tricky part will be forms and payments. So I'll be showing in a different video on how you can build capture information for capture lead forms. So basically, these are just links where people would be able to where they would need to provide their like first name, last name, or whatever fields or information you want to capture. You can integrate that to the calendar here, and then from you can also do sticky context like we'll pre-populate the fields, then have it to another link. Based from what we have here, we click on save, move to the next, and then it's taking some time. Bear with me one moment here. We go to notification and additional options. So we can provide it with an acknowledgement email. And this one is very important, like who should receive this notification. Contact means it's you, the user itself. And also if you want to add additional users like members from your team, and additional emails would be, for example, people that you want to involve that's also part of your team. Let's say you could put here Carlo at gmail.com, and then we have Noam, my boss. So anyone that you want to be alerted with any kind of notification with your calendar should be added here. Okay. So in my recommendation with your campaigns with our niche, yes, you might want to put a checkbox to both. Okay. This third option is optional, because it really depends on you guys with your sales process whether one lead or property owner would have to deal with several people in any kind of transaction. So it's up to you. All right. And here, always have this enabled for allow reschedule meeting and cancellating meeting. And if you have any custom fields or slugs that you want to add here, let's say, make sure that we have their phone number, their email here, and we have the rescheduling link or other kind of meeting details that you want to include that's going to reflect on their calendar. You can all add in additional notes or entries here as well. And finally, we click on customizations. This is pretty basic. You don't have to do anything else except for the calendar cover image, like how it's going to look like. If you want it to be pretty, you can use your company logo or any kind of design as well. With this parameters like 180 by 180 and a maximum size of 2.5 MB, just for it to look good. And then from there, you click on save, and we have your first calendar round robin booking for your account. So you can create as many calendars as you want. I preferably would recommend using the round robin because with what we had in the past dealing with other customers' concerns and tickets, we had some issues with a single simple calendar. So for now, I would recommend house every appointments you have for all your transactions for your future meetings for any campaigns under the round robin calendar. All right, you guys take care and please let me know if you have any further questions. Have a nice day.